What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of... Jesus. When you scream so loud that your mic just cuts you off.
Can't hear you, Brandon. I can't hear you. What are you saying?
Actually, should I put my gain up? Do I sound low?
No, I hear you perfect, man.
I'm gonna put a
I swear to God, I heard you say, "Should I put my gay up?" And I'm like,
No.
Yeah, he needs a little bit of that.
Okay.
Welcome to 3 Idiots with a Mic. As you could tell, we're all over the place. I'm your host, Brandon.
As always.
Joining me is Mr. Palm Tree over there, Lewis. I like
Hey guys.
Yo, y'all can't see this, but like he's straight up wearing like a pink salmon button down, black polka dotted, like
It's not black polka dots, it's palm trees, dude.
Oh, is it palm? Well, on screen they look like black polka dots. Okay, palm trees. Like
I like
he literally looks like a stereotypical Cuban in Miami. All he needs is a little gold chain and like one of those like Dr. Hammond from Jurassic Park hats.
Hey, I feel the shirt. I like it.
Playing chess in a park, and he's like completely assimilated. But and now he's gone. Did I open that bad?
It's fine. I'll introduce him. Of course, we got Zach.
I'm Zach.
Hey, Zach.
I love Zach because we're like just shitting on Lewis, and Zach's like, I love the shirt, dude.
The shirt, man.
I like the shirt too. I like, he's my cousin, so I like.
Wait, what's your t-shirt, Brandon?
Huh?
Is that a Star Wars t-shirt? Like
Yeah,
a Funko Star Wars t-shirt?
Yeah,
There you go.
There's the look.
I got
Oh
my
my God, he
Koyanis,
actually
bro.
went and put a gold chain on, which like it's too long.
Oh damn!
to
Are those the?
actually see it, so-
Whoa! Skirt! You two don't know about this. Those are Santeria shit, aren't they?
Yeah.
I knew it.
This is my Yamaya, bro.
I have no idea what they're
represent.
called, but okay. So back to the shirt. I'm wearing a Funko Pop inspired Force Awakens shirt. So back when Force Awakens was first coming out, I did like this loot crate, but it was like specifically for Star Wars.
Oh,
And this was like one of the shirts that came with it, and I have it. So I did it like twice, and I was like, nah, it was cool. It came with like Funkos and of course and the shirt and some pins and stuff and a lanyard, but it was expensive, so I was like, nah.
Yeah, that's the only reason I don't do stuff like that, because I love me a good knick-knack, but
I do
that
too.
price is just...
Give the
Yeah,
dog a
yeah.
bone?
What's up?
He said he loved himself a little knick-knack, and I'm like, paddywhack and give the dog a bone?
You would. You're the only. You're the only one that would say that. I swear to God.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Doing your dad jokes.
Yeah. Well, he is the dad of the group.
Not anymore.
What do you mean not anymore?
The bald head over here is like stepdad to 3 kids. If anything, he's the dad now.
How's everyone doing? Has everyone had a good week? My camera's going crazy. Screw it.
Oh,
Yeah, bro. I've been working on wedding invitations. Just kind of.
I'm also about to see you. You're gonna.
Yeah.
Yo,
I'm
we
going down to
actually
Miami.
we're gonna see each other like twice in like a matter of a month.
I know,
going on?
right?
That's super weird. Bizarre. Dude, it was so funny. Like Lewis text me. I'm like, oh, are we hanging out? And I'm like, I assumed we were. And then he just starts naming a bunch of like family members. He's like, you want to come with me? And I'm like, no. I'm like, I really don't want to do this, dude. Yeah, no. I
I gotta do my tours. When I go to Miami, it's like tours of certain people. So I only allow certain people to know that I'm going into town. That way I don't, insult anybody or anything like that.
also, I feel like you're doing way more appearances this time than usual.
A little bit because Naomi's coming, so she wanted to meet.
Gotcha. Yeah, so the reason I didn't want to go is just like, I think I've said this on the show. If I haven't, whatever. I hate small talk. I hate when I haven't seen somebody in like a hot minute. And to give you an example, let's say like you're at the grocery store and you come across like somebody you graduated high school with. At this point, it's been 10 years since I graduated high school, right? And they're like, hey, how are you? What are you doing? And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I don't care what you're doing. You don't care what I'm doing. Why are we doing this dumbass formalities? So yeah.
Oh, come
Like,
on.
you part of my pyramid scheme?
Come on, you don't have a conversation with them and stuff like that and catch up?
No.
Damn it, Branden.
I do, but I try to cut it as short as possible because I don't like small talk. It makes me feel...
So what do you call this?
Well, he's family, and you two are my friends, so, like, this is
wow.
fine.
122 episodes in, we're not even, like, anywhere near remote family. That's cool. Whatever, I know.
I know when I've been insulted.
Right?
No, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't feel like small talk. See, I talk to you guys on a weekly basis. This is somebody that I haven't seen in, like, close to 10 years. It's just like, I don't... And then on top of that, I didn't particularly have a relationship with them in high school. So it's like, I don't really care.
Dude, I met some people on a road trip because we got stuck in traffic, and
Lord.
I still keep in touch with them.
Oh, yeah. Well, making friends with strangers is a different thing than having to catch up with people you actually kind of knew.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't mind talking to people to a certain extent, but I don't know. I just personally don't like that small talk, like, hey, we haven't seen each other in a very long time. Let's, like, catch up. And I'm like, I don't, this is really awkward. I just don't like it. On that note, anybody else have anything exciting before we go on into the first segment?
I've been watching through the Final Destination movies.
Hey. Have you never seen them before? Or
I have not, but I saw them referenced online, and I could pick them up contactless or curbside or whatever at the Best Buy by my house, which is closing, so cheap DVDs. So I got it. I got all 5 for like $7. So it's
wow,
that's a steal.
Yeah.
I've only seen the first, second, and third. The third one's the one that's in 3D, right?
No,
Yeah.
the fourth and fifth
racetrack.
are in 3D. The third one's the roller coaster one.
That's the one.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. The
So
fourth one was the track.
I stopped the one. I stopped at the one with the roller coaster. That's the last.
That's 3.
So you're missing the racetrack and the bridge.
The racetrack was pretty good,
boy.
dude.
I'm
Racetrack
excited.
was good. Speaking of Final Destination, I actually
I got crushed with a log on a highway.
Just a log to the
I
face.
downloaded TikTok like right before it was supposed to be like illegal because I'm like, you never know. And I've put up a couple of videos, just like I put like the videos on Facebook. And the other day, what I love is that like you can attach a song to it. It's kind of like
are you gonna do the whole meme with dreams?
MySpace or whatever. I found myself behind a truck with wooden planks sticking out the back of it. So I literally videoed as I drove for about a half a mile, and then I attached Dust in the Wind to it and uploaded it because I'm like, this is as close to Final Destination as I'll get.
Are you gonna start doing the meme that has? Well, it's not even a meme. The video of the guy longboarding, drinking ocean spray cranberry.
No, but you know how
dreams?
there's like that stupid one where it's like you do like this Cinderella, Salakadula, Minchikadula one, right? And then like you change and like it's how you feel you are inside, and most of them are like these girls or guys all going to the club. I'm thinking of doing it like first thing in the morning where like my hair's a complete fucking mess. I really don't give a shit and do the thing. And then when it changes, I change into Fat Thor.
Do it. By the way, going back to that video, you guys have seen that video, right? The guy longboarding, listening to...
Yeah.
Okay, Ocean Spray bought that man a fucking car.
Yep.
A fucking car. Dude. Oh my god, now everybody's doing it. Oh my god, it's just like... It's insane. I like the video. Like, the guy looks like he's like on Cloud 9. Longboarding, drinking his juice, listening to fucking Dreams, which is a beautiful song.
And you know, Dreams is now like number 1 on billboards.
Is it?
Geez.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because everybody's downloading it. Because I mean, you have to remember, it's a generation that has never heard of Fleetwood Mac, and all of a sudden, it's a brand new song. They're like,
"That's a beautiful song."
Holy shit! I don't like Fleetwood Mac personally. There's 2 songs that I like. One of them being this one that I'm okay with, and the other one is "Go Your Own Way."
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they're
but
two,
other than that, like I don't like Stevie Nicks' voice. Like, to me, I don't know why. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Like, Landslide, to me, is one of the most boring. Like, it depresses me every time I hear it. And I thought that maybe it was her voice,
Interesting.
But then when the Dixie Chicks did it,
Wow.
and Natalie sang it, which I absolutely love, well, now known as the Chicks, I was still like, nope, still don't like the song. Apparently, it's just a
Did they
fucking song.
really change their name?
Yeah, they changed their name.
They changed the name during the whole when the George Floyd happened, because it was kind of like Lady Antebellum changed the name to Lady A.
Oh, well, that's a
Because-
whole can of worms.
You know,
Yeah. Well, there's another like artist that has like the name Antebellum, and they were like in this whole like legal battle.
Yeah, there's another Lady A.
Yeah.
there was another Lady A that's been Lady A for like years, and then they tried to sue her. It was an African American lady.
Yes. It was
And then they turned around and tried to sue her because of like copyright infringements or whatever. And she's like, "Are you fucking serious?" Like, they went from being, we are very, in tune with, our name, and that's why we changed it, because we didn't want to like, bring up whatever, and then
Lewis is
turn
dying.
around and sue the black woman for having the same name that she had before they changed theirs.
Lewis is dying
what-
inside. He's just like, kill me. All right. That's enough of this. I think we've been going for like almost 20 minutes just talking smack about.
All right, let's talk smack about a
They
movie.
will
What
forever
we
be
got?
known as the Dixie Chicks. Sorry.
Yeah,
No,
I'll probably.
Dixie Chicks, but I mean,
Yeah, they'll always be known as the Dixie Chicks to me.
That is
also.
the stupidest thing ever. I'm sorry.
Whatever. All right, guys. So let's go into our first segment of the show, Spiel Binge. This is where Zach brings one Steven Spielberg movie every week until we finish his filmography. So what's the movie this week?
Boy, howdy, gang. So this week I watched War of the Worlds,
Woo!
and it knocked me the hell out.
You know, there's a scene in that movie that legitimately makes me feel super fucking uncomfortable.
That's the whole point.
When they're in the car and they start getting like overtaken, like the people are trying to take the car from them, and that person puts their hand in the windshield and just starts fucking braking with their. I don't know, like that scene. I saw that movie in theaters and it came out, what, 05?
2005, yeah.
So I was like 13, 14, depending on what time of the year it came out. I don't know, like that scene, just like you see how people get in very dire situations, how desperate they can get, and it's just like, whoa. I don't know, it scared me.
It's a very cynical movie in terms of talking about like humanity and like what we do and what we're capable of. Like it has a very like bleak view on all of us.
Realistic
in Crisis.
Realistic. So what's the boilerplate?
2020. Let's be honest.
So War of the Worlds, it's a modern update of the H.G. Wells novella, where suddenly tripoded aliens arrive on Earth and disintegrate everybody.
Yeah.
This one focuses on Tom Cruise and his two kids, Dakota Fanning and some guy. And
I'm gonna find his name out. I'm gonna find his name out right now. War of the Worlds. Let's see. Okay, you can continue. I'll say his name when I get to it.
And so Tom Cruise plays like Joe Everyman. I think he works at the docks or something. And
he's like he's like a crane operator.
Yeah, it's like a crane operator, and he's like slumming it, kind of everyman kind of thing. And then the world ends around him, and it's just about how this like average-looking dude will go to literally the ends of the earth to save his two kids.
That sequence when like the tripod comes out,
when it rises up from the ground for the first time.
When the whole crowd is just like watching this tripod rise out of the ground. Yeah, what's the sound that they make, Lewis? Is that what you just put? That weird ass.
Dude,
but yeah,
I love that aspect of it. It gives you that from the very beginning. It gets you that feel of what you would expect from the book. I don't know if you guys ever read the book.
I have.
It is amazing. And when you hear the radio play from the
that's the only one I'm familiar with is Orson Welles.
Dude, yes. Orson Welles is phenomenal in that. But this book is so much darker than the way that Orson Welles plays it. He kind of like hams it up a little bit, which obviously for radio it works. But in this movie, you get that like intensity.
He hammed it up so well that people started committing suicide.
Yeah, I know.
Thought it was fucking real.
So that is like one of the main things that leapt out at me with this movie is like that is the thing that that you associate the most with War of the Worlds is that the radio broadcast, and it felt so real, and it played on like how they got information, how they reacted to information, and everything. So to make this one in 2005 so like undeniably about 9/11 had the same effect. It played into what the modern fear is, which is there'll be another attack. How will I respond if there's another random sudden thing? And so this movie just shook me. Like it had the effect that was desired in that regard. It played the same way that the Mercury radio broadcast played. It really got into modern paranoia in a way that I just really didn't see coming.
By the way, the guy's name is Justin Chatwin. That's also the dude that played Goku in the really shitty Dragon Ball movie.
Evolution?
Yeah, Dragon Ball Evolution, that one.
So we've got Tom Cruise, Dakota Fanning, and White Goku.
If he got in that fire, he would have never made fucking Dragon Ball.
Oh boy! So, did you like it? I'm confused.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah. It took me a while to get through because again, like I said, I've been watching horror movies all week, and this is the first one that like got under my skin and really messed me up. But like it's excellent. I mean, again, it's really cynical. It's really bleak. It's really intense. It's another one where, quite frankly, I'm glad that I did not see it in theaters because I don't know I would have been able to sit through it in one viewing, similar to the D-Day invasion and Saving Private Ryan. When Spielberg decides to be intense, he dials it up to like 13, and I just,
I love that sequence when he comes back from when he first sees the tripod, he's just covered in like
dust.
In dust and ash and people's like remains, and he's just looking at himself in the mirror, and he's just like, "What the fuck?"
And then he suddenly shakes off everything, and it just comes off all like.
Dude,
that movie, I love how claustrophobic it feels.
Yeah,
even during the wide shots, that these like glorious shots of like hills, and then you see the tripods in the distance and all that stuff. These shots are masterfully like. It's just incredible.
I was really, I mean, obviously, I should have expected this considering the team that was behind it, but I was just based on like the marketing and like what the DVD cover looks like and what I've heard of it and stuff like that. I was expecting it to predominantly be about explosions.
Yeah.
Like I was expecting a lot of like heavy effects first spectacle. And then I finally sat down and watched it, and it was like really intimate and like really horrifying.
The special effects are really good.
Oh yeah,
they're subtle.
Yeah, they're not like overpowering.
They're subtle, and it's the great thing is I put this up there with like 10 Cloverfield Lane and stuff like that. That paranoia, that claustrophobic.
It reminded me a lot of the two Cloverfield movies, the first two Cloverfield movies. There's the Netflix one, but it reminded me of them in terms of like. Being a post 9/11 film, playing on modern American, uniquely American paranoia.
What did you think about the part when Tom Cruise like hooks up with Tim Robbins' character?
Dude,
and they're like
awesome,
and they're like hunkering down.
Oh, is that the man in the cellar?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. What did you think of that whole part?
I felt it. I liked seeing various viewpoints on the disaster. We get the son's I need to go fight and get revenge.
Yeah.
We get pretty much every viewpoint that you get after a disaster like that. And so I appreciated it. And it was a short enough movie that it didn't feel meandering to me. It didn't feel like too much of a like now we're going to go over in this corner for a bit.
It felt more rushed actually rather than long.
Yeah.
You think? How long is this movie?
It's under 2 hours.
Yeah, and this felt like it could add like another 30 minutes easily to it.
I believe it's the shortest of the Spielberg movies I've watched.
Really? That's interesting. That's really interesting. I also like design-wise how the tripods look. Yeah. I like how they look like robots, but there's still something very like biological about them. Like they still look like they're not all like a robot. There's like what the fuck is the word I'm looking for? Boys, help me here.
Organic.
They look organic.
Thank you, organic. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Organic. Like specifically the part when the guy's getting sucked up in like that.
Dude, that thing's cool.
The weird ass like butthole
In that
looking thing.
sphincter of thing.
I love what both of us went straight to butthole. Sphincter, butthole.
We're all adults here.
Hey,
It reminded me of that scene in AI, the blimp that kind of captures them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what it felt like.
I was
Yeah.
worried since the last thing we said was sphincter when you were like, it reminded me of that scene, and I was like, oh god, what movie are you gonna? Where are we going here?
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's just a couple of scenes that are like that. That whole scene with the car, the scene when they're on the ferry and it's like under the water, when the tripod is like under the water. Like this, just I don't know. Maybe it was like around the time that I watched it, and maybe 9/11 did have something to do with to me personally. 9/11 is my birthday, so I don't know. Maybe seeing this, it tapped into those like
It
primal
also,
fears and shit.
like it used a lot of like Americana iconography.
Mhm.
Like there were obviously like the first building that topples is a church, which was really just like a startling image to see. But the shot right before it was he comes out of his house and you see all the houses lined up on the block. They all look the same and they all have their American flags out front. And I was just like, oh, yep, I know what this day looks like. Like it was really, yeah.
And
It was jarring from the beginning, and it's kind of interesting because honestly, this is one of those movies that kind of got mismarketed, I think.
Yeah.
It got really mismarketed because I remember when it first came out, it felt like one of those like kind of just cheesy blockbusters.
Right. Yeah,
And
that
it's
was
like,
what I was anticipating it to be, but it's
so much more, honestly, and you have to go in with that right mentality because if not, you're not going to enjoy this movie.
yeah.
So what do you? Or actually, William, what do you think of War of the Worlds? Have you even seen it? I'm not even sure.
I've seen it. I've seen it about 2 or 3 times. It's a good adaptation to it. I enjoyed it the first time around, and then when I watched it again, I was like, some of this just doesn't like make sense. Like, you can't tell me you run up a hill and there's that massive fire explosion, and you survive it. Like,
Mhm. Yeah.
I understand he has to survive to show, hope after the fact, and that the family's back together again. But I come in like nobody's gonna survive that big ball of fire. Like,
Okay, so did the
that was
ending
far-fetched.
happen? Was the ending real?
Oh man, are you one of those like?
Man,
is
don't
it
get
in the
the
head?
on us. We're not that kind of show.
Okay, no. But I want to hear why. Why do you think like
It has it has such a happy ending, like an illogically happy ending.
No, and also
there's so many pieces that come together where I'm just like, is this? Yeah, this is how we're gonna end. Because it is very, very optimistic suddenly at the end.
Oh, you're saying about the whole like that they were infected by our germs, basically that whole just
like post. They get sucked up in a big net thing, and Tom Cruise gets dragged away with the grenades and all that.
Yes,
pretty much
yes.
everything after that, everything is all sunny and everything like goes. Everything's coming up Tom Cruise, and it's just like I don't know if that's.
And also,
I don't
you
know if
notice
that
everything changes. The actual filmmaking changes. The
Yeah, it gets,
cinematography
like, really
changes.
blown out and
Everything
bright.
changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Because after that, that's when they get to what is it, Boston?
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's when
And that's when everything starts working out for them, and it's kind of like,
Yeah, when like it's like the middle of the day, they find the soldiers. The soldiers are fighting the tripod.
And it's that kind of dream sequence, like William said, that they're coming back from that giant fireball and they survive. And it's like, and even when they're coming on, when they're on the other side of that little hill and they're looking over there, it looks so surreal. It looks so like kind of a dream sequence type of thing.
I mean, you could tell me a couple things. You could, and I'd believe you. You could tell me that it's just them trying to communicate that like there is hope after an attack like that. And so that's why the style kind of shifts into being more sunny and bright. Or you could tell me that there's a deleted alternate ending that they pulled out after test screenings and they shot this new happy one, and I would also believe you.
Well, for those that have read the book, like, because I've read it, but I don't remember how it ends. Like, do you remember how the book ends?
Yep. It ends with the virus, with the bacteria.
Same
Okay.
thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember it
But
either.
the thing is, though, it doesn't have that kind of after a post-attack type of thing. That was modernized version of it. So this is kind of different, and also it's kind of left up in the air that the main characters were killed.
Right, yeah,
Halfway
that
through
was
the
more
book?
the part that I wasn't... I don't know.
Because it is Spielberg, so it is very Spielberg-esque to, like, do something like that.
And
maybe
in the
Spielberg.
in the
What's
book, they
up?
died halfway through the book. Spoilers.
Really?
But they, so there's no main character after the second half of the book.
That's interesting.
So I'm
Maybe-
wondering if, your theory is right about that. That kind of makes sense. It kind of, if you put two and two together, it actually works out.
Maybe Spielberg was like, "Wow, this movie is really depressing. Let's end it on a happy
I mean,
note."
yeah, that also makes sense. It felt odd.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never really thought about it. Maybe, man, I should watch this movie again. Maybe
It's
talking
really
about it.
cool.
Yeah, maybe, maybe
It's like the aliens and AI at the end. It's like, what? That's so out of place. Why? Spielberg, why?
true.
Why are you
So
doing this?
So what do you give it then, Zach?
I mean, I'm going to give it like an 8. Like, I really was kind of blown away by this. Again, the ending didn't quite sit right with me. I mean, but this was just a first viewing, and it was a tough watch. But it was really worth it to me. Like, I really, really liked this.
How about you?
I'd give it an 8 too. I
Eight?
really enjoy this movie.
I'm gonna say the same 8 also.
I'm going 7.
7. Okay.
Oh, ruined the streak.
Yeah. God damn it. Yeah, it's just there's
Ending
this.
ruined the movie. I'm ruining the streak.
It is true now that I think about it. Like the ending has like it feels very
Spielberg-esque.
I'm not Spielberg-esque. Like the way it's shot, it's like very like bright, like overly fucking
Yes.
bright.
Yeah, it's
But,
like
I mean,
really
even
blown out,
Spielberg-
similar to how like Minority Report was.
But even Spielberg has that what do you call it, trope that he puts in his movies. His second half of his movies are very disjointed, and they're very kind of out of left field. So this is not something new for Spielberg to do.
Okay.
Fair.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, we could just be reading into this. It could just be
Yeah.
a little bit of a sloppy, happy ending.
Yeah.
But-
true.
But I mean, he's done it with E.T. He did it with let me see. There's E.T. There was, I think, like two or three other movies. Even freaking Saving Private Ryan is so disjointed at the end that it's kind of like, huh?
It was really interesting to see him come back to Aliens from a yet another different perspective.
Yeah.
He's clearly very fascinated with the subject matter, and so it was really interesting to see him take, like, okay, nope, hostile, war,
This
Everybody
is what
dies.
the third Alien movie that Spielberg does. Third?
Close Encounters, E.T., yeah, this, and then we're going to get Indiana Jones.
I can't wait. Oh, I can't
Is that
wait.
when's that? Is that what's the next movie we got going?
The next one, we got Munich, just in time for Halloween.
What?
No, there's no connection. There's no thematic connection. I wish when I was watching this one, I was like, I kind of wish I had timed this one, because, like, Alien Invasion, this is, like, Spielberg's only, like, step into horror and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, that would have been really great. But nope, Munich. Happy
No,
Halloween,
that's
everybody.
War
Let's all
Horse.
watch Munich.
I mean, we have one.
That
more
is a
week
true
before
horror
Halloween.
movie.
Wait, what'd you say, William?
We have one more week before Halloween. So what's 2 movies from now?
We got Munich, and then, yeah, then it's Indiana Jones.
We got the aliens for the for the Halloween episode.
Yeah,
There we go.
yeah. True. All right, Zach. So, anything that you want to plug?
Yes, quite a bit.
Go ahead.
I just dropped the October episode of my new podcast, A Cry for Help. That's a cry number 4 help. It's our election year spooktacular. So it's equal parts smart people telling us about voting rights and all that, and how important everything is. And us goofing about Halloween. We walk you through a digital haunted house. Just all kinds of spooky time goofs. We actually my partner David recorded a full audiobook for this one.
Yeah.
I saw you post about that.
Yeah, we recorded a full audiobook of The Old Man in the Sea while he was huffing helium.
It was actually really funny.
Wait. He was okay. How long did it take him to record?
It took us about 4 days. We spread it out because we didn't want him to suffocate.
Yeah, I was like, yo, what? This man's just like for hours, like inhaling helium. Poosh, just knocks the fuck out. Oh man.
Yeah, it's a good time. So you can check that out too. You can check out we feed dropped the full Old Man in the Sea. So if you haven't gotten around to that and you want
Hey man, I've never read Old Man in the Sea, so maybe I'll hear.
Yeah, maybe this will do it. I think this is what Hemingway intended.
It is hilarious.
All right. Anything else you want to plug, or that's it?
I'm going to be on another podcast promoting my podcast, Late Night Cage Fight. That's on the 16th. It's about Nicolas Cage movies and ranking them, and I'm going to be their judge for this season.
Oh my god.
So Late Night Cage Fight and Cry for Help. Those are my two things that I would suggest checking out.
Zach, please tell me you've seen Mandy.
Yes!
Wasn't it so good?
Mandy was such a great use of Nicolas Cage.
Ha! Fuck you guys. Fuck both of you down there. Fuck both of you.
I loved Mandy, loved Color Out of Space. Like, I'm digging...
Oh my god, yes.
I'm digging present-day Cage.
Wait. I said I liked the Mandy. Dude, I recorded that with you. Fuck.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Dude, have you seen Mom and Dad?
No, I haven't. Is that
Oh my god, that is awesome.
Yeah,
okay, I'll check that out.
That was pretty good. All right, as always, thank you, Zach.
Thank you. I'm Zach.
Thank you. And as always, stay tuned after this quick break when we come at you with our first of 3 new segments, Pop's Corner. All right, guys, welcome back for one of our brand new segments, Pop's Corner.
Pop's Corner! Old Man Corner.
Man.
All right, Pop's Corner. Let's get this going because today's actually kind of like fully booked. There's weeks where I go and I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm going to talk about. And this week I'm like, hey, I found a nice topic that ties in since we're doing sequels. Part of it is actually going to tie in well because it's based a lot on sequels. But first things first, as we always start my segment, we started on a morbid note, as always. Unfortunately, we had another passing of a celebrity this past week.
I told you, it always comes in threes.
Huh?
I guess always come in threes.
Yeah, because like we had 2 last week, and then we had one this past 2 days ago. Cochata Farrell died at 77, complications due to cardiac arrest. If you don't know who she was, if you watch 2.5 Men, she was the maid in 2.5 Men.
Yes,
she was also Big Bertha in
Pee-wee.
It's Adam Sandler version of it.
Oh.
And she was also in L.A. Law, was where she really got her name. And then she was like in a lot of like other movies and shows and like, you know, one episode standoffs and whatnot. But she always commanded the screen with her humor and like with her not give a fuck and I'll just tell you how it is. And especially with 2.5 Men, just the way that she just didn't care. And like no maid nowadays would come and like shit on the people paying her paycheck, but she did, which made for a very good really good role, and she will be missed. Last Man Standing is officially ending with season 9, which is the season that they're going to be starting. It's the new it's the Tim Allen show, which is basically the Home Improvement but with girls instead of having boys.
Home Improvement is it really Home Improvement just with girls?
Well, yeah, but instead of like being on like having his own tool show, he runs a Bass Pro Shop.
Oh boy, okay.
And like, it's pretty much the same format. But what's been great is that like some of the Home Improvement stars have made appearances on there, including Jonathan Taylor Thomas and his ex-wife.
Oh, that's cool.
The lady that played his wife.
Yeah, those appearances are awesome. I love Last Man Standing. That show's great.
Okay.
But as we discussed, I think it was like last week, they're making a spin-off show with Al Borland from Home Improvement.
Yes.
Alan is going to have I think like a cameo as obviously Tim the Toolman Taylor, but we don't know much more on that. Dexter is actually coming back for a limited run on Showtime. It's going to be a limited series. We don't know much about it. We don't know what's
give a fuck. Sorry.
I think that they're doing it because there's been so much backlash with how they closed Dexter.
Dude, it was insulting.
Trying to rectify it for the fans and do us justice, but we will see. Maybe
I mean, you gotta admit, the way that it ended,
huh?
The guy was going through he was battling cancer, right?
Was he?
Yeah, he had some kind of disease that he was going through. I'm pretty sure it was cancer.
Main character?
Yeah, the
Are you
actual
talking
actor.
about like in the show, or are you talking about like the actor?
The actual actor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that's the reason he lost a bunch of weight and shit like that. And then he was really he was wearing a wig the last season, I think, because of that.
Let me look this up before we start saying shit.
Well, that I know. The fact that he was wearing a wig because of something that happened.
Well, hopefully eventually we're getting a Dexter comeback. Maybe we'll get a Fireflies comeback at some point. Still holding on to that.
So according to his Wikipedia article, on January 13th, 2010, Hall's agent and spokesman confirmed that Hall was undergoing treatment for a form of Hodgkin's lymphoma.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. So
and that's why he stopped doing the show initially. So they had to kind of finish it off within a year or so because he got really, really bad. And they kind of wrapped it up without... It was like a producer's meeting, and they kind of said, oh, let's, wrap it up and done.
Hall accepted his Golden Globe and Screen Actors Guild Award in 2010 while wearing a knitted cap over his bald head, having lost his hair due to chemotherapy. Yeah. So that's good. Okay.
Yeah. So that's why fans are kind of pissed off, because it wasn't even the writers that wrote that. That was a producers group that wrote the ending, and it's atrocious, dude.
Well, hopefully he'll come
I've heard.
back with some more killing and then get a good send-off into the sunset.
Okay. He became a fucking lumberjack. A lumberjack.
A lumberjack. Wolverine became a lumberjack.
No. This is a fucking metrosexual from Miami that became a lumberjack. Who does that?
Metrosexuals from Miami, apparently. Monster Hunter actually dropped their first trailer.
Bro, okay, can we talk about this? Can we talk about this for a fucking second?
Okay, hold on. Because remember, I still have a long list to go through. Do we want to talk about it as part of mine, or we talk about it as part of yours in video games?
All I want to say is, what is it with Paul W.S. Anderson that he just loves getting Capcom games and just fucking shitting on them, dude? Because the Resident Evil movies are terrible.
Oh, get out of here. No, they're not.
Yes, they are. Yes, they fucking are, dude.
The first two are really good.
The first two are okay, and then after that, it's just fucking terrible.
Oh, come on. I love the first one.
They managed to land it in time to close it, but it was still kind of
Dude,
huh?
I don't get why he... Okay, and if you're going to make a movie, especially about Monster Hunter, why do you have to make it this whole, these fucking... people in the army got transported to another world where there's fucking huge monsters. Why can't you just make it in that world about someone that's hunting fucking monsters? And then on top of that, we get really shitty dialogue what are we, the Guardians of the Galaxy? Fuck off, dude. Holy shit, man. Fucking kill me, dude.
It's the same, what's her name? It's the same actress as
Alice.
It's Alice. We got Alice
because
Monster Hunter, which is great.
Yeah, because she's fucking married to him.
Oh, that's why. That makes sense.
She's married to Paul W.S. Anderson, so he fucking puts her in everything that he does. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say about Monster Hunter.
Is Alice also what's her name from Fifth Element?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Mila. The actress's name is Mila Jovovich.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
So it looks like that Cumberband, aka Doctor Strange, has officially joined. Yeah, sure, him too. The discount Sherlock, because we all know the real Sherlock is RDJ.
What? Get the fuck out of here! Get out! Out!
has officially joined the cast of Spider-Man 3 with Tom Holland. And as of today, it looks like that both Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield have been signed on as well.
Okay, I haven't heard for sure if that's happening, but there's a huge rumor going around that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are both on the movie too, meaning that they're going to do like the whole Spider-Verse.
They're going to do like a Spider-Verse, and I would love to see like if they bring in villains from their Spider-Verse as well.
Oh, I'm down as fuck for it. It's just I'm cautiously optimistic. Like, people are already like, "Oh, it's happening." I'm like, dude, I haven't seen this anywhere.
Are we gonna have a parade through the middle of the street too, like the third one?
Bring back Rhino, because I was looking forward to that Rhino, and he got like 30 seconds of screen time.
Oh my god,
that was some bullshit.
Wait, Lewis, what were you saying? Are we gonna do what?
Are we gonna have a parade through the middle of the street like we did in the third one?
Oh, Tobey Maguire's
fucking dance sequence.
Dancing?
Oh my god! I hope that they like. That somebody says something about it and get like this awkward look to each other. Kind of like, no.
The best Spider-Man movie has been Into the Spider-Verse by far. Everything else is just like, meh. It's another Marvel bullshit property.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. Like, when it comes to anything superheroes, I just don't care about your opinion, as mean as that sounds.
I'm looking forward to it because I think it's going to be kind of like a holdover, kind of like Avengers Endgame, where we get like all this like mashup of all these other people. Yeah. We're like, cool. Holy shit, something that we thought would never happen. And, you know, bring on Venom somehow, like really throw it in.
Dude, if this is real, you could honestly, like, I never thought that I would see, if this is truly real, I never thought I would see Tobey Maguire again as Spider-Man. I never thought I'd see Andrew Garfield again as Spider-Man. And to see them, all three of them together, that's pretty cool. Coming from, you know, a comic book fan.
I want to see that cartoon become reality.
Oh, the fucking Spider-Man just like
at each other, kind of like, why? Who? Like, I'm Spider-Man. No, you're the imposter, and you're acting all sus.
Oh man, I'm about it. I'm so ready.
So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. Now, like I said, I'm gonna tie in my segment to the next segment is the main review, right? So it's gonna tie in properly. I was watching YouTube and found this long ass list, thanks to Looper, about upcoming sequels that you may or may not know are coming. Now, these are all in different
genres.
Well, they're all different genres, but like some of them are like pre-production, some of them have been greenlit, but there's no script. Some of them are already filming. They're all at different points. They're not going to be all released at once, obviously. Okay. But some of them I was kind of excited. Some of them I was like, why the fuck are we doing this? And we're going to start with why the fuck are we doing this? With Gladiator 2.
Oh, God. God damn it.
Apparently he's going to take 30 years after the original Gladiator, and it's going to follow Lucius, which was like the little boy. Which
hopefully they have better production value than the first one.
Huh?
Hopefully they have better production value than the first one.
Maybe.
Are you not entertained, bitch?
Apparently he wasn't.
Nope.
I thought he was.
That was almost as bad as Jerusalem. It's like, get the fuck out of here with Kingdom of Heaven. Get the fuck out. Get out.
We're getting a third Alien prequel called.
I thought they canceled that.
Awakening. Huh?
No.
They canceled that. They're going to be doing a Alien sequel now. Another Alien sequel.
No. I heard it's still a prequel, but like
it's still going into because like this thing came out like literally 3 days ago.
Yeah,
no. They canceled that one. They scratched that one because Ridley Scott actually put the halt on it and said, "No, we're actually going to be retconning the Aliens 3 and on and starting up the franchise again."
Why? Yeah, Alien 3 is not bad.
I agree with you, but they want to retcon it.
Who was it? David Fincher, right?
That's coming up too. Legally Blonde 3 has been greenlit, and what's her name is coming back.
Reese Witherspoon.
I actually enjoy that movie, by the way.
I do too. I do too.
One of them that I'm not looking forward to because I don't know how they're going to do this, and they shouldn't be doing a sequel, is Labyrinth 2.
Oh, fuck off. No.
They are, but they already did announce that there will be no Jared in it, so we're not getting a Goblin King.
What?
I mean, I'm okay with that because nobody can replace Jared. There's no way.
Dude, I just recently showed Naomi that for the first time. She'd never seen it before.
What's wrong with your fiance?
Right? I was like, yo, what?
I don't know if my girlfriend saw it.
Hey,
and
man.
now the funny thing is,
sometimes she surprises me, huh?
the funny thing is, she downloaded the soundtrack right after it. I was like, yes. Yeah.
Hey, man, if it wasn't for Lewis, I'm pretty sure I would have never seen Labyrinth. So, hey, man.
That was actually my...
You've seen in the past 122 episodes.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah.
Let's
that was actually introduced to me at 3 years old. Arturo actually showed it to me.
I thought you were gonna say your mom or your dad.
No, Arturo, our uncle that passed away, like when I was 6 years old.
Yeah,
he showed it to us and well, to me, and I got obsessed with that movie, and I played that on repeat constantly.
Well, the sequel is going to be produced by the Jim Henson production.
Yes.
So they are the ones behind it. It's not going to be like somebody picked it up and it's going to... No. It is going to be the same company. Speaking of Sherlock Holmes, RDJ is going to be coming back for a third Sherlock Holmes movies.
I heard. Yes.
There is no... there's really no synopsis. There's nothing going on, but it looks like that we are getting a third one. The Hitman's Bodyguard is getting a sequel. That was the movie with Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson.
Time out real quick. I just want to ask Lewis a quick question. Have you been watching The Haunting, Lewis?
Yes, I started it.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't finished it either. I'm like 2 episodes from finishing it. But yeah, I just wanted to ask you if you were watching it. Go ahead, William. I'm sorry.
The sequel is going to be called The Hitman's Wife Bodyguard.
That is such a stupid fucking name.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like the movie itself doesn't take itself seriously, but it's actually it's really funny. Like, so Selma Hayek plays the wife of Samuel L. Jackson in the first one.
Oh, okay.
And now apparently Ryan Reynolds is going to end up being her bodyguard and somehow getting intertwined in all this, but we don't know how.
It's not. It's just it seems like a very long title. I don't know. The title. Yeah, I mean, like the title is Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, but I mean, I don't know. I think it's meant to be that because it's supposed to be like funny. Yeah.
RoboCop Returns is actually going to be coming back now. This is getting retconned.
What's getting retconned?
RoboCop. They're going to pick up after the events of the second original RoboCop. So basically, act like RoboCop 3 didn't happen.
Oh, cool.
But neither Peter Weller nor the RoboCop from the recent movie are actually coming back. So we're getting a brand new RoboCop and acting like it's just going to be a complete sequel.
There's this every time I hear a RoboCop, there's this really funny like skit online where it's like, he's like he like looks at them and he's like, put your hands up. He looks at them and he's like, drop or I'll suck your dick. It's like really stupid. So fucking grotesque, but it's funny as fuck.
Speaking of grotesque, the Meg is getting a sequel.
Oh my god!
Yeah. The Meg returns. The Meg returns.
Is not.
It's gonna be like. It's gonna be like Deep Blue Sea 2, you know?
Oh boy!
Did you know there's 3 of them?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I went on Amazon to look at number. I'm like, there's 2 and 3. I want to see how bad they can get it, but you got to pay for it. And I'm like, fuck. So
the third one actually is better than the second one, which isn't saying much, but it is better than the second one.
Isn't the third one like a straight to DVD?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, God.
Which, by the way, today I saw the live action Alice in Wonderland Through the Looking Glass, like the sequel
to
Alice in Wonderland. I like that better than I like the original one.
Oh my god! I remember being in high school, watching that for like a friend was like, "Let's go to the movies and watch the original, the Johnny Depp, Alice in Wonderland." And this is coming from somebody that I've read the book. Like I've actually read Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass, and I was like, "This movie is so fucking bad, dude! Like, get me out of this fucking theater right now, please." So I've never gone back and watched it or the sequel. So I'll take her word for it. Because I probably will never do that.
Crazy Rich Asians is getting a 2 and 3 movies. They already have titles for it. I forget what it is. But they already said that when they do start filming it, they are filming 2 and 3 concurrently.
Oh, okay.
It's hard with so many big names in it now from like the Asian community. It's hard to get them all on the same schedule. So when they finally can, they're gonna do like they did with Lord of the Rings and just film both of them back to back and move on, so that we don't have to wait years in between.
By the way, how many movies do we still have left on your list? Is there a lot?
Not that many.
By the way, let's jump back to Alice in Wonderland. The best Alice in Wonderland ever to exist. 1985. It's with Sammy Davis Jr., Red Button, and oh my god,
is this like a sci-fi show? No, right?
No. Donald O'Connor, which you might know him from Singing in the Rain. He's the other person from Singing in the Rain.
Okay.
And what do you call it? Natalie Gregory. This is actually it's a mini series that was done in 1985.
That's the one. It was a mini series that I was thinking
great,
about.
dude. Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah. Go ahead, William.
Beverly Hills Cop 4 is going to be in the making. It looks like it's going to be straight to Netflix.
Wait, which one?
Beverly Hills Cop 4.
Oh, okay.
Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
Because the original production company dropped it, but now he's in talks with Netflix to make the fourth one. Tomb Raider 2 is in the making. They are working on the script at the moment. Obviously not Angelina Jolie, but the one from the recent movie is coming back.
That shit was garbage.
The Russian girl, right?
Yeah.
Is she Russian?
Pure garbage.
Finally finished the script on Mallrats 2. Hopefully we'll get that soon. We all know the kind of thing that we're going to be getting out of Cam and James, so hopefully it'll be like...
Sorry. Before someone fucking kills me, she is Swedish.
I mean, they're close to each other.
He said Kevin James. It's Kevin Smith.
No, man, he's talking about me,
sorry, Kevin
dumb
Smith,
fuck.
my bad.
All right, go ahead, William. I'm sorry.
It was my fault. Kevin Smith, not Kevin James.
I was like, Kevin James. No.
Hunger Games is getting a prequel.
Oh,
Yes.
get out.
It's going to follow Snow 64 years prior to the Hunger Games that we have. Atomic Blonde 2 is getting a sequel.
Ugh.
National Treasure 3 is finally got greenlit. It's going to get the sequel with our friend Nicolas Cage.
More Nick Cage, baby!
And last but not least, Benicio del Toro will be making a sequel to Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
That movie was garbage,
And
dude.
that's the list.
All righty.
I actually like the National Treasure series.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. All right.
So, yeah, sorry it was a kind of a long list, but like I said, some I like, some I was like, why? But we'll see.
All right. Stay tuned after this quick break when we come at you live with the main segment of our show, the main review, Lewis's pick.
Ride of Re-Animator.
All right, guys, welcome back live for the main segment of our show, the main review, Lewis's pick, Bride of Re-Animator. I'm going to say it.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to keep saying it. Either I reviewed Re-Animator for a individual review, or we reviewed it on the show as the main review. I'm not sure.
I think that you reviewed it as an individual review, but like back, because I have never seen the original one.
Okay.
Have you really never seen Re-Animator?
Yeah, no.
What?
The first one's good. It's definitely good, like campy in a good way. The second one is not good.
Oh, come on.
It was not good. It really was not.
It was playing into the fucking skid of the first one.
It was not.
Out of itself.
No, it was not.
It really was.
Dude, some of the acting is so fucking bad in the second one, dude. The cop, oh my lord.
It was great.
He talks and I'm like, do you know when to like pause, like correctly pause for like dramatic effect? The black guy, the doctor, the one that like reanimates the head.
Yeah.
Yeah. His acting was fucking
Bad.
terrible.
The fucking guy in a jumpsuit that's supposed to be looking over the bodies, that's just kind of like the furthest thing that
He's
any
so creepy.
medical field would ever dress. I can't say look, but like dress and act, and like, are you like, what? He's wearing a neon green jumpsuit and a wife beater. Like, there is nothing.
He's also.
Let's talk about the fact that these.
No. Wait. Let's also talk about that guy is super rapey and creepy, dude. When, like the girl.
They are
dead,
the worst doctors ever. By the way.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, my favorite scene is when he when the girl starts like she dies, the one that he like has a relationship with, and then they start like opening her up to take her heart, and he cuts the wrong artery by accident, and it just sprays all over his fucking face. And I'm like, this is just like AIDS or hepatitis waiting to happen, dude. Like, holy shit. It's just not good. I didn't like this.
Come on, you didn't like anything of it?
Dude, okay, I love how the movie's called Bride of Reanimator, yet the bride is there for like 10 minutes.
And he's not even the bride. She's not even the bride of the Reanimator.
I know. It just, I don't know. I think it would have been better if maybe they reanimated her like earlier in the film, and the film had more to do with her than them.
But dude,
her and what's the main character's name? Herbert.
Come on, let's at least admit that the bride of the Reanimator, was badass looking.
It's cool. I will say this. I will say this. The special effects, like not special effects, the practical effects are pretty cool. I think
I loved it.
They're really cool.
The walking eye with the 3 fingers, really?
Yeah.
And then like at the end when like you have like all these deformities coming out of the grave.
I fucking love that, dude. And the funny part is the little hand sequence and everything. The kiddos had just gone to sleep, and one of the kids decided to come out right when the little hand's climbing up on the sofa.
And they were like,
and all I saw was they come out, they look, and then they go right back into the room and close the door.
that's so funny.
It was fucking great.
Also, the whole time, and it happened in the original too, I just want to know what the fuck, like the actual thing that they use for the radioactive Mountain Dew, because that shit looks cool as fuck. How neon it looks. So okay, Lewis, I want to hear what you like and dislike about this movie, because
I just love cheesy horror movies. Honestly,
I do too, but
I mean, literally, I've been on a cheese binge. I watched Sleepaway Camp. I watched what do you call it, Brain Dead or Dead Alive.
I don't know, but like, look, Dead Alive is funny. Sleepaway Camp has its charm. It's really campy, and then the end is just super shocking. But this one, it was just like, okay, you have Herbert West, the main character, who is still super fucking weird, and he's fine, and so is the other guy, Dan. But everybody else is just like super fucking weird, and they don't know how to act. and then you get the creepy, fucking disgusting sequence when for some fucking odd reason the detective decides to take fucking Francesca to the fucking hospital, and she gets attacked. And there's that sequence where they're just like in her fucking face, and it's just like, what the fuck is this, dude? I couldn't.
I love this movie. This is one of my personal, like, I really enjoy this movie a lot.
Like I said, I like Re-Animator a lot, the first one. This one, have you seen the third one?
No, never saw the third one. That's the Beyond Re-Animator, right?
Yeah, it's like straight to DVD. Like,
I think that came out like when I graduated.
No, I think this came out in theaters.
Oy.
Yeah, this one came out in theaters. But
also like the whole, how the fuck do they get away at the end of one, and then they're like in fucking Peru?
Yeah.
Like, what? It's just like, what the fuck is happening in this movie, dude? I don't know.
I love Lovecraft movies. I really do. I like their stories, the Cthulhu and all that stuff. I love all those movies.
Cthulhu, you mean?
Yeah, that.
I love fucking with you so much. You're like Cthulhu.
Whatever, man. But have you ever seen any of the other movies
Of like HP, like the Lovecraft?
Yeah.
No, I have not actually.
Oh, In the Mouth of Madness is one of
I've always heard that's a really good book / movie, and I'm like, I need to like get on this shit.
You really do. You really do. And Prince of Darkness is right up there too.
Okay, In the Mouth. What is it? In the Mountains or Mouth?
In the Mouth of Darkness.
In the Mouth.
Or
of
Madness, sorry.
Madness.
Darkness.
Are you talking about like? Should I read the book or should I just?
No. Movie. Definitely movie.
Okay.
The book, it's good, but the movie is a lot more detailed, I guess you could say.
Ooh, John Carpenter did this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I don't know, man.
Well worth it.
I
think you'll enjoy this. You'll enjoy In the Mouth of Madness.
Let me see if it's streaming anywhere. I don't think it is.
I have it on Vudu.
God, I love you. So, what did you think of the movie? I know you hated it, William, but I just want to hear more of why you hated it.
I don't know. It was just like between the acting, just like it felt like it was here, there, and everywhere, and there was no like major connection to each other than like, you know, the head that gets reanimated, and then all of a sudden it shows up and it's like flying with bat wings attached to its head. It's like, what?
Awesome. It was great.
Come on, like, and I don't know, like you said, like the bride doesn't show up till the very end. The dog that dies and he reanimates using a human leg.
Yo, when he throws that shit and the leg just comes off, I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
When the arm starts smacking him,
and then he holds up like the severed leg like it's a chicken wing, and he's just like running off with it. And
by the way, I'm sorry. When you brought up In the Mouth of Madness, I was actually thinking of a book by a novella by H.P. Lovecraft called At the Mountains of Madness. That's what.
Yeah, he did a whole Madness series. I think it was. I think that's what it was called. I'm not 100% on that, but it's his books are really, really good. They're really fucking depressing and they're really long. But
this is a novella. Novellas tend to not be that long, so
they're not long. They're long. They feel really fucking long.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay,
it's like a Tom Clancy book.
The Fly.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a fucking 100-page book for some reason feels like a 1,000-page book. It's ridiculous because of the amount of detail. It's like, oh, there's a speck of pink against the wall where the man is about to shoot a bullet through, and it's like, what? Why am I hearing about a pink dot on the wall?
All right, so
by the way, I'm watching a show on Hulu called Monsterland.
Is that the anthology series, Monsterland?
I don't believe so, because it's not it's not the kind of monsters that you think. Like, there isn't like actual monsters and
the
gore and whatnot. It's more about the monsters that live inside of us.
Mm.
And it's 8 episodes. They're not connected to each other. It's kind of like Twilight Zone kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, so it is an anthology series. Isn't that technically what that is?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, right? Not saying anything against you. I'm just saying, like, yeah.
No. And it's actually pretty good.
Is this your way of not talking about Bride of Reanimator? You're just gonna.
I just want to say, if you want to watch something that's like deeper and could like some of them kind of scared me because I'm like, it stops and I'm like, wait, am I like this? Like, is this like, am I hiding who this person? Like, it's good. It's something that I think that people would enjoy. But I don't know. Bride of Reanimator is just whenever these kind of movies come up, and I always vote for the wrong movie apparently because I always end up losing. I don't remember the last time one of my movies that I really enjoyed winning won. And when Bride of Reanimator won, I was like, "Oh dear God, what did I get myself? Like, what's coming?" Because like it's almost like a pattern at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you are into this kind of like movies, you'll probably enjoy it. I
honestly thought you guys would appreciate this one. I didn't choose it because to be funny or anything.
No, I'm not.
No. It's just it's not my cup of tea. Like the movie itself, I guess it's not like a bad movie. It's just not my cup of tea. But like I said, like if you like that kind of movies, like I would put this along the lines of like Evil Dead by comparison. Like it doesn't really take itself seriously. The acting is so at best. At best. And when I say at best, the dog's acting is the best one. But personally, I'm just like,
my favorite thing about this a 4?
I give it like a 4.
Wow, the coveted 4. My favorite thing about this movie is just how nonchalant and just fucking stupid the detective looks whenever he whips out his badge. It's like upside down. It's like never in the correct position. It just looks terrible. I give it a 5.
Reanimator for me has a personal. I personally appreciate this movie a lot because we have a second uncle, I guess you could say, that looks exactly like Herbert West. And
Jesus Christ, dude!
Like exactly.
Look like the bride.
Huh?
That Tengari doesn't look like the bride.
No, but he looks and acts like him, exactly like him. He's that awkward.
Not recently, but yes, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. And it makes me laugh every time I watch it because I think of him immediately. And then on top of that, I enjoy the stupidity of the characters. They're cartoony. That's the whole point. Mm-hmm. Even in the first one, they're cartoony. It's never a serious movie, and even the first one is not a serious movie.
No, I know it's not, but I don't know what the fuck it was, man. I just like the first one more.
I love the little kind of creatures that come out, including the bat head, which is fucking awesome.
God,
this movie is 7. It's enjoyable. It's fun. I can watch it whenever I feel like.
Okay, so a 4, a 5, and a 7, dude. Let's go, baby. All right, guys. Stay tuned to this quick break when we come at you, not live, with my segment, Brandon's Joystick.
Joystick.
All right, guys, welcome back for my segment, Brandon's Joystick. This is where I talk about video games and the animus. So I finally finished BioShock.
Yeah.
Game is a hot banger, but so after that I went and bought the DLC that I was talking about last week, Burial at Sea episodes 1 and 2, which are for BioShock Infinite. And the reason I did that is because I've never played them, and B, they take place in Rapture, which is the location from BioShock 1. So I played them, hot bangers. If neither of you played them and owned in Infinite, you should definitely play Burial at Sea. It's a nice send off to the BioShock franchise. And then after that, I was like, I'm not gonna play Infinite. Now I'm like halfway through Infinite. I'm like, so I have come to a realization playing BioShock 1 and Infinite, because we don't talk about 2. I'm gonna say this, and I know Lewis is gonna fucking freak out. I think Infinite is a better game.
What?
Oh,
get out.
Wait, hear me out. I think Rapture is a better location than Columbia.
By far.
But I think that the story and the characters are more interesting in Infinite.
See, I like Infinite overall over the original one just because, and I know that it's meant to give us this motion, so that's why it's good, but it just scares the fuck out of me.
Yeah. That's the best part.
Sorry, BioShock is one of those games that, like, I literally felt claustrophobic playing it.
Yeah. The first one?
Yeah, the first one. Yeah, we're not talking about the second one. The second one doesn't exist.
Yeah, the second one doesn't exist.
It was just like, I don't know, like, I liked the whole rail thing that you could, like, hang and, like, go to, like, different places, and it just felt like even in places where I felt backed into a corner in Infinite,
yeah, you can get out.
I was able to stay more focused and not freak out as much as I did in BioShock because it just felt more open, even though it wasn't. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's also why I think that Infinite is a better game, because unfortunately, not unfortunately, but just Infinite came out 6 years after BioShock 1 came out. So
it had a higher budget.
No, not that it had a budget. It's just the gameplay doesn't feel as clunky. There's way more shit that you can do in Infinite, like William was talking about, the rails, and then you can hang off of like the hooks and stuff like that. You have a more variety of weapons in Infinite.
In Infinite, I felt like it was like an anime, and then
really?
it felt like an anime. Like I was playing like an anime video game.
Okay.
And then BioShock, the original BioShock, it felt like a horror sci-fi thriller, you know?
Oh yeah. Like, okay.
Which that's my personal cup of tea. So I get why you guys like.
Like I said, man, Rapture is a better location, and the aesthetic and feeling of BioShock 1 is better. It is a horror game at the end of the day. Infinite just has a better story. And it ties everything together. And honestly, again, for anyone listening that has played Infinite and BioShock 1, and you're a fan of both, and you haven't played Burial at Sea, episode 1 and 2, definitely go do yourself a favor, because I was totally blown away by it. So yeah, I'm like halfway through Infinite. And then the last thing I want to bring up is, so I've been wanting to play D&D, but I played D&D for a long time with a group of friends, and D&D is a lot of fun. But getting together is a hassle, and also D&D takes up a lot of time. So I'd rather not. So I kind of went online and I was like, what games are very similar to D&D on PC that I can play? And I came across a couple, but Divinity Original Sin, Baldur's Gate. I don't know if you guys have ever played Baldur's Gate. It's super old. But I came across one that is super cool. I haven't bought it yet, but I'm going to. I found it online for like $5. So I was like, well, whatever. If I don't like it, it's $5. It's not going to kill me. It's it came out, I think, like 6 years ago. It's called Pillars of Eternity.
I've heard of that.
And you can make your own character. It's very much in the same like realm of Baldur's Gate. Like, it's just a straight like RPG. It's the closest you're gonna get to kind of like a pencil and paper RPG like D&D. And I'm just gonna make my character that I made, my only character that I made in D&D, which is Tornor, this little like wizard girl. So I'm going to have fun with that, and I'm going to get back to you guys. I've seen, like, videos and screenshots, and the game looks fucking cool. It looks like a fantasy game, so...
Yeah.
I don't know. I wanted...
Did you ever play, like, Elder Scroll games and stuff like that, like Oblivion or any of that?
I did. I don't like the Elder Scrolls games.
Really?
Okay. I like... Okay. Let me rephrase that.
Because that's basically, like, D&D.
Not really. Sort of. Not really. Like, these are way more like in line with D&D. Okay. Like, that you have to actually, like, I don't know if in Pillars of Eternity you have to do it, but in some games, like, you have to roll. Like, there's like a dice kind of.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It's very much in that sense, and the game is, yes, it has like a plot, but the game is kind of like your own sandbox, and you can just do whatever the fuck you want. And the decisions you make, which I know also happens in Elder Scrolls, like the decisions you make kind of change the outcome of what happens throughout the story or whatnot.
You know,
So I'm gonna,
like when I've seen board games and stuff like that turn into video games, usually they don't turn out well. Or like strategy games like Magic and stuff like that. Those fucking video games suck balls.
why?
Like the Magic video games, you ever seen them?
Yeah, dude, Magic the Gathering Arena's fucking awesome. It's free. You should definitely check it out. It's fucking free.
Arena?
Yeah, Arena's free. And straight up, that game is great, bro. You don't have to spend a fucking dollar. If you want, you can to buy booster packs. But
Yeah.
you don't have to. The game literally gives you fucking decks. The games like here have them. And you can make your own deck too with the cards that you have. It's awesome. Arena's great and it's fucking free. Check it out. I see what you're saying, but like, I don't know, man. I want to play D&D. I love the role-playing aspect of D&D. It is so fun.
Yeah.
I don't know how William feels since you've been playing a campaign, but I just don't care. Not that I don't care. I just care less for combat in D&D. I like the more like I become this character. It's fun. Let's like go from there and shit like that. Especially with people that actually, you know, not that they take it seriously, but that they want to have fun and also role play. That's fun. So, yeah, I'm gonna buy Pillars of Eternity. I should be done with BioShock Infinite probably by this weekend. I'll probably buy Pillars of Eternity. And yeah, I'll let you guys know what I think about it because I'm actually very much excited to play it.
Sweet.
And then I'm waiting for Cyberpunk 2077. I don't know if you guys have heard of that game.
That's the one that with Keanu Reeves, right?
Yes.
I'm looking forward to it, but right now I'm just saving all my money to get my eventual PS5. So we'll see how that goes. But right now I'm working on Doom and working on Days Past.
Nice.
Most
Awesome.
of them, but enjoyable.
Yeah, Doom is a great game. I've never played Days.
The only problem that I have when I alternate the games is that in Days Past, the gun wheel is your L1 button, whereas in Doom it's the R1 button, and the L1 button is the throws the grenades in Doom. So I've lost so many fucking grenades trying to change my gun. It's not even fun. I've gotten lucky because I hit the wrong button. Like I click that, and then he throws a grenade, and I'm like, shit. But then he killed like people that were coming at me. I'm like, all right, that works in my favor. But there were other times where like I was by myself and I just completely wasted a grenade. And if you've played Doom, you know that grenades are not like Call of Duty, where like you turn around and you get a box of 50. You can carry 2, maybe 3 at most. And they're hard to find. So I was like, fuck my life.
Honestly, William, you're playing the Doom 2016, right?
Yeah, because it's not the newest one.
Okay. Dude, do yourself a favor. Whenever you can, whether it's a year from now, play Doom Eternal at one point. Doom Eternal blows 2016 out of the fucking water, dude. Doom Eternal's so fucking cool. Like, you shoot the monsters and like they literally start coming apart. Like their flesh starts falling off and shit. So like a cacodemon is in your face and like half of it's fucking gone. It's pretty lit.
I'm already having a hard enough time with this one. I don't want to think about it. And I'm playing this on easy. This is supposed to be like an easy thing, and I'm getting my ass handed over to me.
Dude, I want to...
Like the ones that are like the floating head, not even the floating heads that come at you. That I have time to realize how to kill those. It's the ones that are like, They shoot shit at you and they just won't fucking die.
Oh, the ones with arms? The little arms that they have like fucking like horns and shit?
The skulls.
No. The skulls I can take care of with
No. Okay. The cacodemons are the balls with the eyeball, right? The one eyeball.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the one that keeps shooting shit at you and they won't fucking die no matter what you fucking shoot at them. That's the other ones that you just shoot a couple times and they fall out of the fucking sky.
I'm a savage, dude. Like we've talked about it, I brought it up, but like I played Doom Eternal on Nightmare. I want to play it on Ultra Nightmare where like if you die, the game deletes your save file. That just sounds so fucking rough. Oh man. But yeah, so next week I guess we'll hear more about Pillars of Eternity and maybe some other game that I'm playing on the side. Who knows? All right, guys. Stay tuned for our final segment after this break. Bald Box. I almost forgot the name of it.
Bald Box.
All right, guys, welcome back for the final segment of our show, Bald Box.
Yes. All right, so I got a fun one today. This is actually a Korean film with English actors.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So it's actually directed and written by Korean people, but the actors are all American.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. And it's actually one of the main people is Patrick Warburton.
Patrick Warburton?
Yeah, he's the guy from Mad Men. And also
this guy.
Crunk.
Oh, yeah, the guy with the super deep voice. Let's
Yeah.
go, baby. Okay.
Yeah. And what do you call it? Chloe Grace Moretz is in it as well. And she plays Snow White. This is Red Shoes and the Seven Dwarfs. This is actually... I was very skeptical about watching this movie because it grabs, like, basically the story of Snow White and kind of turns it on its tail.
You didn't say this was an animated movie, did you?
Yep.
Did you?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, it's an animated movie. Honestly, it's really cool because it's kind of like the Seven Dwarfs are all like this mystical heroes, and they get turned into like a Shrek wannabe characters. All of them.
That is a good way of putting them. I'm looking at screenshots of the movie right now, and they definitely look like Shrek wannabes.
It's so great because the whole thing is they get cursed with this spell and they get turned into these things, but they only are the green characters when somebody's looking at them. When somebody's not looking at them, they turn into these, like, their actual hero characters.
Okay, cool. All right.
And the whole film is all about kind of like internal beauty and external beauty and all that stuff, and how you yourself perceive yourself as beautiful. And
okay.
Besides the random kind of like kids weird musical numbers that happen randomly, there's like it's kind of like out of place dancing that happens.
Okay.
And it's just kind of like it's become a staple of kids movies, I guess you could say. It's really out of place and kind of jarring in every movie I've ever seen, including like Scooby-Doo and all that stuff. But this one, I don't know why I actually fell for this movie. This movie was actually really well done. I really actually enjoyed the way that they twisted the story of it. Besides some random characters that pissed me off, but it was actually really fun. It was actually something interesting to watch. And honestly, it's definitely a recommendation, especially if you have kids. Especially if you got kids.
Okay.
What's up, William?
I'm sorry, going back to the Spider-Man that we were talking about earlier, it looks like breaking news. A Sony, we don't actually have 100% confirmation, but a Sony source closely involved with Spider-Man 3 has confirmed that both Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield have signed on to reprise their respective Spider-Man roles next to Tom Holland's Peter Parker.
Okay.
So again, not 100%, but it looks like we're a step closer. But we'll see.
Right.
That's cool. No, but this one it basically takes place in the fantasy world, and it's funny because it has a lot of like adult humor in it that obviously kids won't catch, but I think it was pretty funny. I found myself laughing a lot more than I should, honestly, throughout the movie. And I really do think that this is something that a lot of people will appreciate. And it's one of those movies that you could watch with the kids and not feel like your soul is being crushed internally.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Ryan's World.
Oh, shit. Who puts you through that one, dude?
Oh, all three of them.
Really?
It's horrifying. It's horrifying. I don't know how like kids made millions. I really don't.
Dude, that kid is a millionaire, dude.
Yeah, seriously. He's like one of those smelly kids in school that they smell.
Yeah. Was it you that said this last time when I saw you? Or was it Naomi that said that?
I think it was both of us.
That smelly kid. Yep.
And honestly, just I give this one probably 7.5 out of 10.
Okay.
So, Red Shoes and the Seven Dwarfs.
Dude, honestly, if you never would have brought this movie up, I never would have known that it was a thing.
And the cool thing is that it's Korean film with American actors. I thought it was like dubbed or something.
Oh, we make Japanese movies with white actors. Why are you so surprised?
Well, because they don't, it's actually directed
Dragon
by
Ball,
Koreans.
anyone?
Yes, that's very true. That is very true.
I don't know. I thought it was
even
dubbed.
worse. Even worse. Ghost in the Shell. Thank you.
Bruh.
What? That wasn't that.
That broke Brandon.
Bruh.
That movie wasn't that bad.
I haven't seen it.
Just go. I haven't either, but like, just go see the 1995 Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
that's all you fucking need to do.
Like the anime?
Yes, that movie is incredibly well done, and it still holds up today. I think it was the most expensive anime film like done for like a very long time.
I think so. Well, how long? That was before Akuma. No, Akira.
No, Akira was Akira was before. It was like 89 when that movie came.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So,
So
before
this
we
one's
end,
available through Redbox if you don't know.
there you go. So before we end the show, me being the great host that I am, I fucked up last week, and we didn't spin the wheel on the show. So, Lewis.
Thank you for reminding me. I almost forgot again.
And then Lewis said the next day, I'll spin it. And then he didn't spin it for like 2 days.
All right, ready, guys?
All right.
Go.
Disney, these nuts.
This is your pick, right, William?
I don't know. What is it?
No, that's Psych Thriller again, dude. We did Psych
Can't do it again. We literally just did one, like an episode.
No. That was Gore Films. It was actually on this side. It was on the green side.
Oh, Gore Films. There you go. Have fun.
Gore films?
Gore.
Yes. So we are going to be doing
So, Brandon,
Gore Films.
technically, I believe it's your turn because you went before Lewis, but that's because I had won the thing the week before. Are we reverting back to original lineup,
Yes.
or do you want me to
Yes.
take
So Brandon goes.
one? And
No! Come on! You fuck. No, I was going to go. It was William's turn, then my turn next week, and then just back to normal. So who's doing it then? Is it mine or William's?
I'll do it. I'll pick it up. I'll find something gory.
Fine.
Okay, so
Something
like
more
Gore
realistic.
is like the torture porn movies, basically.
Oh, fuck me.
Yes, but you have to remember, Brandon, this is a safety because it's gory, but I'm looking for the gory, so it's not going to be Lewis's kind of gory. So we're both safe.
Yes. Like,
It's
don't
a
hit me-
godsend, and we can't repeat it. So we are done for a while with
Like,
from Lewis's
please-
gore fest.
Please don't hit me with anything like Eli Roth. Like, that guy is sick
Yeah.
in the head, bro. Like, please just don't, man.
I will try and find something that's gory and maybe do like.
Human Centipede.
I mean, I've seen that one. It didn't really bother me that much.
I've never seen it.
Ass to mouth. Ass to mouth.
Hey, man, there's nothing wrong with eating some good ass, you know?
Oy.
I mean, if you don't know how that feels, ask Carla.
I do know how that feels. I'm just saying.
Wait, you know how ass to mouth feels?
Well, you've never eaten butt, bro? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? The man that has done everything on the sun and more?
No, I have never eaten.
That is an exit hole only.
But you know what the actual ATM is, right?
Wait, what?
ATM, short for ass to mouth. You know what the actual ass to mouth is, right?
No.
It's when you give it to her in the pooper and then you put it right back in her mouth.
Oh, yeah. No, I would never do that to a woman. That's
Okay.
That's fucking
That's
nasty.
why I was. That's why when you're like, yeah, I know what ass to mouth is. I'm like,
No, sorry.
why
I
would you
meant like...
take it in the butt and then give it.
No. I meant like... I'll eat the butt, you know. Just, I will never do that to a person. That's just...
Like, it's tossing salad has never been something for me, but that's for a different show. So
Cool.
Save it for a different show.
Lewis is there like...
If we ever get a category that's like kinks and fetishes, then we'll talk about it. But right now, nope.
Alrighty, all right.
Yeah,
All right, guys.
we know you eat ass, Lewis. Like you got that look like yeah.
Nope. Exit hole only. Exit hole only. With the shit that comes out of my ass, no thank you.
Oh, the thing is, I won't make someone eat my ass, but I will eat somebody else's ass.
I'm sorry, but I think of myself and I'm like, no. I don't want to go into that.
If you do it after a
Literally.
nice shower and she's cleaned up well, they got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever.
Unless you're putting an enema in there ain't no cleaning that well.
That's a show for another day, boys. Anything you guys want to plug before I wrap this baby
we
up?
want to plug the butt.
Yes, the Unknown podcast. We've been dropping every Saturday, and if you're into like conspiracy theories, the unknown, and all these mysterious things that happen in our world, please check us out.
Awesome. All right, William, do you want to plug anything? Huh?
Pass.
Pass. All right. Oh boy. All right.
Wow.
Thank you, William.
He's gonna.
Yeah, what's up? Go. What?
Did you say thank you, William, or thank you, Lewis? What the?
I said thank you, William.
Oh, you're very welcome. Yeah, you wish.
Thank you. Thank you, Lewis.
Thank you, Brandon.
Oh, by the way, before also God, I'm such a shitty host and you throw me off. Visit our sister site, diversitygeek.org, and our brother from another mother, John, over at YouTube at Narcotic Casserole. On that note, as always, I am Brandon, and we will see you guys on the next episode of 3 Idiots with a Mic. Plug that butt. And, of course, cue the drums.